Hello and welcome everyone to, well, the weekly relaxing pew pew rounds. Hope you're doing all well. We have a big update. Operations mode is back from Battlefield 1, if anyone remembers that. There's new stuff to unlock. I think there is a new vehicle, new vehicle. So yeah, there's, new skins to unlock, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's check what we need to do for that. Operations, kills and assist, support. Okay, nothing major that will happen. Literally on the side, I'd say. Yeah. And probably also the weeklies also have stuff. Yeah, that should not be a problem. Yeah, also, let me just check really quickly with the vehicles. Yeah, so that's packs. Yeah. NATO now has their own MRAP. I mean, the difference is they look different. That's it, right now. No skins, but we can put on camos, obviously. So why not? But fuck it, we're going down for Nurgle. Yeah, just jump in. Ooh, already started, but we're defending. Oh, I should have let him talk. Oh well. Ooh, that's new with the helicopters. Even though it's very funny they bring them in by helicopter, transportation vehicles would be much more fitting, and honestly, like helicopters are. I don't know how to put it in the best way, but like, transport helicopters are really good if you can keep them safe. Like, if one is shot down, it just basically means, oh, you just lost a lot of troops at once. And the problem is helicopters are shot down fast. Yeah, that is the new vehicle. Yeah, helicopters are not good at getting a lot of troops at the front. And like, I'm just gonna put it like this. It's not that they are not useful, you know, getting, for example, things to land, etc. But ironically, they're just not. They just have more problems if you don't have, like, a secure transport line. Like, for example, okay, you want to get something, let's say, from a ship, like a carrier, onto shore. Basically, I have two options, by water or by helicopter. Now, there are some pretty good, like, transport helicopters nowadays in existence. Like, good example, Osprey. The Osprey is like, oh yeah, you can just, like, Osprey, Chinook, etc. You can just put a lot of stuff in them, a lot of people in them, and then just fly. Bam. Done. No problem. Now, Osprey, though, big target. And the moment they get shot down, all of them on board are dead. Now, the big thing is that you could say, oh, but things can also get shot at underwater, and that's true. That's like completely true. Problem is though, well, not the problem. It's more like, you know, when you're underwater, you can hide better, like there are waves and shit, and B, you can be more armored. Like, boats can have more armor. That's a big thing. They can have, you know, more protection systems on them, etc. Also, some boats can be legitimately faster. Like, for example, if you go and use hovercrafts, you can actually land pretty well everywhere. And hovercrafts can transport a lot. But yeah, hovercrafts. Pretty neat.
expended most of their reinforcements. Be advised, we no longer control Alpha. Be advised, Alpha has taken the sector. Prepare for incoming attack. Your location. Fall back to next sector. Hostile forces incoming. Keep them pinned and exhaust their reserves. Our troops have wiped out half the enemy forces.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive position is needed on the marked objective. Our troops have retaken the objective.
No. Damn it.
We're targeting objective Bravo. Bravo has been neutralized. Get down! We have secured Bravo. Attention, attack support is needed on the marked objective.
Did not expect there was a tank there.
Be advised, enemies are attacking Bravo. All control of Bravo has been lost.
say, the atmosphere, I don't know what they did, but there's definitely a lot more going on, so... Yeah.
Right, we are attempting to capture Bravo. The enemy are attacking objective Alpha. Be advised, the enemy are deploying gas. Retreat from the sector immediately.
I like the cinematic thing of, you know, they get the sector and, you know, the gas is being put out. And again, the atmosphere is quite on point, even though it is funny that we're playing, you know, they don't know what I'm talking about. I keep saying that we shouldn't,
Hostile forces incoming. Keep them pinned and exhaust their reserves.
like, you know, we had 2 to 3 decades, like since 19, like, no, 4 decades. Think about that. Since the 1980s, so mid 1980s, basically to the 1990s, we had the whole big discussion about, you know, how quote unquote modern warfare will look like. And what does it turn? And then we had like, then we had Afghanistan, we had all of that, and you know what it turns out in the end? The moment two relatively, quote unquote normal nations fight, it's just the same shit as World War I and II again. Turns out World War I was the modern warfare, just the weapons have changed a slight bit. But drones... Oh, you mean drones? You mean the flying grenades? Yeah. I think the funniest bit is that how much the Ukraine war has to a degree confirmed some developments as being useful. Fuck. Like for example, generally, you know, radar technology, MRAPs, but you know, MRAPs are not the only thing, but MRAPs are very useful for, you know, supply runs and support, but if you want to support people at large and have like a lot of people moved around, yeah, armored vehicles are still like a bit better, but that's a different topic. It's like, you know, an armored transport. But it's funny how much like, oh hey, here's something that we thought was obsolete, and then it was not that obsolete. Like, I mean, best example, the Gepard. I think I talked about this a bunch of times on the channel already, but like the Gepard was one of those. Oh, it's out of date. You know, a classic anti-air with tracks that doesn't work anymore in the, you know, age of stealth bombers, and we have rockets and etc, etc. And then it turns out, you know, drones. Yep. Turns out all those, all that old anti-air is actually really fucking useful again. I mean, hell, you could definitely slam down some old, okay, you know what, this is probably a bit, hyperbolic, because I don't, think they could even afford to do that. But, you know, build a good row of, like, build a defense line of, like, flag towers in Ukraine. I can guarantee you, and then just put, like, really old stationary flag on there. Shit would, the giant amounts of rockets and side attacks wouldn't really do a lot anymore, because, you know, those drones are slow. They can just be shot down. So yeah, we're literally back to World War I and World War II again. But funny times we live in. Well, first sector, well, not first sector, the battalion is dead. Because, well, this is a modern setting, we're doing World War I wave tactics again because everyone liked that mode back in the World War I game. Oh, so they're getting more tanks. Oh, okay, here's the thing. In operations in Battlefield 1, you got the behemoths. You know, obviously they don't have behemoths now. I guess they just get more vehicles, which, you know, that actually makes sense. Then again, I will point out, on some maps, especially Verdun and Fort de Vaux, like the infantry-only maps, you didn't get actually behemoths. You got more elite kits, so like flamethrower guy, etc. And I'm just saying, missed opportunity to bring back elite kits. And you're like, oh, but who cares? Juggernaut suits for everyone. I am not kidding. That is the best way to add Juggernaut suits, aside from, you know, battle call-ins, but that's a different topic.
Okay, objective Alpha is under control. Support the attack. Be advised, Alpha is under attack.
But
Neutralized objective Bravo.
was one idiot doing the job, I guess. Yeah,
Bravo has been secured.
that's the irony of, like, the more things change, the more things stay the same to a degree.
Objective marked. Support the attack. Enemy forces are being depleted. Keep on the attack. Initiated our attack on Alpha. We have neutralized Alpha.
I mean, the irony about helicopters is that they kind of did have like a final hurrah at the very beginning of the Ukraine war, but that also just showed how to use helicopters. Because here's the thing. There was this brief period where, you know, the extreme advance of the Ukrainian forces was just stopped. And one of the main reasons, especially with, you know, Western tanks, which was the main problem, it's just was just the point of, well, Russian helicopters were able to shoot down the tanks, which makes sense, you know? They didn't have air superiority, so what happened was, oh, people flew in with a helicopter and were just able to, you know, dunk on tanks. Now, the moment they realized, hey, we should maybe send some F-16s over there, because turns out the F-16 is still really good. Oh yeah, That kind of stuck, right?
carried.
Ooh. Actually, really, leading them down.
Hostile forces are almost fully depleted. Do not stop.
Need a medic! I need to like that! I'm gonna need AT! Grab what you can! I know you one!
Another enemy has
Oh wow.
secured the sector.
Okay, that is definitely not useful for them.
Final push.
Not only having one battalion left, but basically finishing this map and the next one. Not that useful.
We've regained control of the objective. Hostile attack confirmed on Alpha. We need defensive support on the marked objective. We have lost objective Alpha.
Take what you can carry! Hey, let's go! Alright, let's go! Push up!
Oh,
Medic!
We have weakened the enemy forces.
maybe they're finally breaking through this time. But, I don't even look look like that.
I'm over here. See what you can.
Yo. Come back.
We have captured Alpha.
I'm over you.
The medic train is going strong. I saw you on the map. Woo.
No longer control Alpha.
That's taking objective. What's that rocket? Hostiles are attacking objective Bravo.
Yeah, sorry, we are kind of safe here.
Enemy controlled.
Get cover!
Damn it.
Be advised, enemies are attacking Bravo. Our troops have wiped out all the enemy forces.
Okay, finally out of that sector. I wonder if they make it into Hangtal. Hangtal base, I mean.
Be advised, the enemy are deploying Alpha. Retreat from the sector immediately. Be advised, hostiles are attacking. Hold them here and deplete their forces.
Well, I guess I saved that LAV. Well, more like
The enemy has lost half its troops.
anyone repair? Oh, thank you. Took a bit, I know. It's just like I know the flaming hot IFV. It's not like, you know, the most clear signal that you can give. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I accidentally hit E.
Confirmed on Alpha. We need defensive support on the marked objective. Hostiles attack confirmed on Alpha.
need my tank. I'm just boring the damn thing. Okay, Ooh. Yeah, that was a sneak, but good thing I kept that IV more life than everyone. Holy shit. Could have been dead last sector, but nope. They failed. Oh. First map. Nice.
Enemy forces are defeated. Airbase secure. NATO's reconnaissance capabilities are still blocked by our defense systems.
Oh, so we're always getting kicked back to the menu. Okay. Do, 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 do. What? Let's go back in. Maybe we get to be attacker this time. Would be cool. But yeah, okay. So anyone who doesn't know the storyline, quote unquote, there's a story actually happening here. They're basically kind of fighting over a satellite network node, which is interesting considering it's a satellite network, but apparently if if it packs again, we just go out and switch, because I do want to see how NATO is. And we probably have the worst team possible. Okay, wait, defense again. Okay, these attackers are much better. Truth be told.
We cannot let them control the valley. The enemy forces. Keep fighting. We are engaging objective Alpha.
You had my back. Get cover!
Not try that one yet.
Let's go! Let's go!
Got you! Stay with me! I got you!
Come on!
This... Oh yeah, we're getting overrun here. Yeah.
Retreat to next sector now. Enemy attack is confirmed. Defend the sector. Further. Attention, we need to defend the marked objective.
Kill! Hostile dead down! That's fucking impressive!
Oh yeah, I just want to try it because they said it in the patch notes that you can zap people again with the to death with the defib, and yes, you can. Defib kill? Nice. Anyway.
We need attack support on the marked objective.
I am actually surprised that they haven't made I'm actually surprised that they haven't made like one of the the new combat path things they have for like just running faster. You could do that for like 2. Like, you could make it for the support and for the engineer, and it would be very fun to have something that is just more a bit speed focused. Like, oh, you have a gadget in hand, you just have like that equipping a gadget gives you basically a speed boost similar to equipping a knife. Because hey, I mean, if you equip like how's it called, defibs, it would be fun to be faster in sprinting. And it's not hard to do,
Hostiles are attacking objective Bravo.
Damn it. Oh god, hi bot. If there's a mod in chat, please get rid of them.
Be advised, our control of Bravo has been lost.
Ugh. There. And bye, bot.
Our forces suppressed the attack.
Nice.
The enemy are preparing another assault.
Well, oh, interesting. So that we defended, now the gas is gone. Ah, I didn't notice that. I see a bunch of new aspects slowly. So
We need defensive support on the marked objective. The enemy have secured objective Alpha. Order received. Have ammo for you.
that was a lot at once.
Be advised, enemy attack is underway on Bravo.
Should have a few people knife this around. At least once per stream, we should do that.
Attack support is needed on the marked objective.
Be advised, hostile objective. Prepare for incoming attack. Be advised you are leaving the combat area.
Hey, thank you. Let's go. Take what you can carry. Grab what you can. You're a lightsaber. We got the man.
You've eliminated over half their forces. Good work.
Let's go.
Yeah, it might actually make it to Hangtal. The question is if they actually get through it, so...
Take what you can carry. Take what you can carry.
That's going relatively well. Almost done with the LMGs even. Ooh. I should definitely switch back to engineer at some point. go. I like this LMG. I've definitely used this earlier. Are we bleeding a whole battalion dry on the last sector? Apparently.
Let's go!
There we go. Cleared the point a little bit. Yeah, this is a good LMJ. Well, I should keep leveling that, especially when there's double XP weekend. Then, which is probably soon coming up again. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how much you know. It's like, oh yeah, it's operations. It's fun. They can definitely add a bit more speech to, I would say, those are like fine print stuff, like speech stuff. What you get for pushing a sector is like, you know, more vehicles. Okay, battle pickups, sure. There should be more fun battle pickups. Again, flamethrowers, katanas. You know, the stuff Battlefield 5 had, doing Iwo Jima and stuff. I mean, fucking shield? I don't know. Would a riot shield be a good battle pickup? That's a good question, actually. But only something like that would be interesting. Frankly, very much. I think that is where they need to tune. Like, I do think elite classes would definitely fit very well. Like, again, you had them in Battlefield 1, and those were like... like, Battlefield 1 had a few things you could have brought back, you know. Like, elite classes are one thing. But they brought back goddamn sweet spot. No, like, I mean, we should get like a whole rework of how some stuff works anyway. Like, you know, bullet velocity needs to definitely change. But also sweet spot, get out there. No more sweet spot. Sorry. Told you they're getting into Hangtal. The thing is just how deep.
Enemy forces are preparing to enter the base. Our first defensive...
Should have let him talk.
Enemy forces are being depleted. Keep on the attack.
Also, like, I think if we talk about like paths you could do for, you know, the classes, I would say that the assault should get one where they can, you know, actually revive people faster. I know this sounds weird, but like, trust me. At the moment you have like the whole you can revive your squad faster, I do think that should be something that the assault should have to a degree. Like even if they rework the classes, I think that would be a really good addition. And I think the classes do need a bit of rework because a bunch of this stuff is not that well thought out, I will say. Like they should lock the weapons again. And, like, not in the way they're doing it now, because that is just kind of stupid. Like, the Battlefield 4 way was always stupid. The 4 way was already compromising to people who did not really care about how the game should flow, you know? It was more about, oh, what can I have? And...
Cheers! Thank you!
So, yeah, SMGs should be the general use ones, not carbines. Carbines should genuinely go onto the engineer. That was just makes more sense, frankly, and allow a lot more.
Let's go! Cheers! Thank you!
All right, objective Alpha is under control.
Obviously, the moment I stop shooting, problems. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Ah, I don't have one. Cool. But... Oh, okay. They did get a sector still.
Robert, 10.
Hostile forces incoming. Give them pins and exhaust their reserves. The enemy has lost half its troops. There's nothing left. Keep fighting.
I love the interception system in this game. The way, you know, it spins, that's cute.
Defensive position is needed on the marked objective.
Okay.
Objective control is regained.
Nice.
Let's go.
What did I do this time? Oh, well.
Take what you can carry.
Oh, come on. There we go. I don't think they will get through this one this time. That should help enough against grenades from that angle.
Mission complete. NATO's forces have been neutralized. We have maintained our ability to block all NATO satellite defenses.
Yeah, basically the story is they're kind of trying to blind the satellite network from NATO. It's gonna be interesting to see who actually wins this. You know, canonically, because I feel the Home operations match? Obviously, kill success with gadgets multiplayer. Ooh, I should definitely do more. Yeah. I will be right back though. So, 1 second, then we do another one. Alright, we're back. I'll be able to still doing well. Time to go back in. Oh yeah, today is the, I think they're releasing the trailer for the next Toho, Godzilla movie, so that's gonna be interesting, actually. -0 was pretty good, honestly. I think Shin was overall still better, but yeah. -0 had something, even though there was just some stuff in there where you're like, no one's gonna question that. Like, hmm. Like, it was a little bit of, oh, the whole, oh yeah, he was, but the kamikaze pilot, there was a lot of stuff in there where you're like, I know what you want to say, but it's still kind of, interesting of a choice, but -0 was good. Like, it's still a good movie. Like, don't, I won't, say anything against that. To go against it would just be bullshit. Let's see if we're finally attacking. If not, we're going out and search again, because I do want to attack finally. Fucking Pax Armata again. Oh god. Nope. Quit the menu. Sorry. I want to do NATO for once. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, season 3 already, there we go, NATO. It starts with another operation, but like, if it does, they definitely need to also have this one in rotation. It's like, you have 2 different ones. Nothing, not saying anything this time. Well, that sucks. Do I have a better assault rifle? I'd rather want to use. Not really. Fuck it, quad time.
I need a medic!
We have taken the sector. Hostiles are retreating. Remaining hostiles. PL-7 incoming. Hold for dispersal. Take out any hostiles remaining. Next sector is cleared for attack. Target the objectives. Attack support needed on the marked objective. Our attack on Bravo is underway. Sit reps of losses coming in. Watch your backs. Our forces are hitting Alpha. Objective Alpha neutralized. We need attack control on marked objective.
Run away! Cluster ammo!
Damn it. But we have it. Nice.
Sector is ours. Deploy Bell to flush out the enemy. Wipe out any that remain.
At some point, you really wonder where the people are that should repair, but nope.
We're flushing out hostiles on BL7. Eliminate any still present.
These enemies definitely have a problem right now. We're definitely over one of the more grindy sectors. Just need to figure out how the next one will work. Oh, hello.
Be advised, objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Be advised, we're down to half strength. Hold it together. We're attacking objective Alpha.
Objective Alpha has been neutralized.
Thank you.
Alright, Alpha's under our control. Attack support needed on marked objectives.
Here's some at the bar. What would you... Gotta make it. Left him.
Okay, daring push, I would say. Not support. I forgot that for a second. Well, but yeah, I do think they have something here, but like, I mean, the big problems is like, the biggest problems these games have are, ironically, something people always overlook. Like, it is, for example, like, I'd say the muzzle slash bullet velocity is like the main thing they should change up, because like, listen, we cannot even talk about, oh, are maps badly designed when, you know, something is not working here, you know? Because the general map size of these maps is similar to, like, a lot of Battlefield 3 maps. And, like, a lot of general Battlefield 4 maps. And no one had a problem there. And they will have a problem with Golden Railway, even if I can tell you it's gonna be pretty close to that. You know, the irony is, the main problem people had on old maps was not enough cover. We have a lot of cover. Sadly, but they're all too tiny. Even though, and I will point this out again, this is the slowest modern title. Like, this is the slowest sprint of them all. I generally say they should maybe, you know, remove the whole sprint with knife and just make the base a bit faster again, but that's a different topic. The thing is more or less, listen, it's not the maps. Because the maps are literally fine. The problem is the fucking gameplay. Damn it.
We've neutralized objective Bravo.
Like, the big problem we have right now is that, you know, weapons can generally, like, beam a bit across the map. And everyone has every weapon. That is just, like, a big knock-on effect on how the game is being played. Because, like, some guns are just the best. And that's just not good, because it actually makes the engagement distances longer. Like, when you were able to, and you tried to engage before on like Battlefield 4 or 3, you had to do a lot of different things. Like, for example, you needed to tap fire, like number one. Doesn't mean, you know, you couldn't maybe go full auto over range, but your spread was high, bullet velocity, like how fast the bullet flies, was much lower. All of that. So genuinely, you had just different engagement ranges overall. See, this distance, we wouldn't really have a whole, a big of a firefight back in the day. Wouldn't have happened. And that's why everyone was tap firing and all that stuff. Because genuinely, you just... you had to if you wanted to be somewhat precise. And also, again, engagement ranges were like much, much closer. So there was just like less distance between how far you could just fire and hit something reliably. Now, yeah, that's not the case anymore. And I will say they need to change that before we can actually talk about the maps, because, like, I can guarantee you, the moment they change the bullet velocity, a lot of people will suddenly be like, oh, the game feels just better. They will not even, I mean, they will still bitch about the maps, because, you know, that's an ingrained thing, but, like, it's not the maps. It is the bullet velocity, to a big degree. Yeah, all the people that play a lot are currently like in operations. Damn.
Under attack.
We can't sustain these losses. Fight back.
See how far I can just like shoot? That's the problem. Hey, Eh, thank you.
We're tracking you outside the AO. Get back.
Nice.
Be advised, our numbers have taken a hit. We need defensive support on the marked objective. Be advised, we've lost control of objective Alpha.
Alright, we're taking
Hey,
objective Alpha.
now. You know what? I was like, oh yeah, we rolled over like the first four, or the first four sectors with no problem, and now like, well, now we're just getting fucked.
We're down to half strength. Hold it together.
Interesting that this team just ends at this. Like, what happened? First was sectors just running through them, and also, like, the point is not contested. What is the game huffing here? But then... It's just kind of funny that this is the case.
We're experiencing mass casualties. We must stop our losses.
Need a tactical on the marked objective.
I guess I have that one now? Nice. Yep, that's bugged. Damn. Okay,
Close to being wiped out. Use cover.
Enemy attack confirmed at Alpha.
that was it. That was kind of embarrassing.
Mission unsuccessful. All elements are withdrawing to safe position. Pax's ability to block ISR still in operation.
almost done. Oh god. Hi, bot. Well, let's see what you still can do. Score, not a problem. Killing more people, also not a problem. Headshot kills, they will happen. Capture and rise options in multiplayer will happen. Where are we right now? 6 out of 11. That's fast. Okay, I could finish this today. And let's see, what do I'm missing here still. Oh, the further puts this. Okay, I get it. I'm supposed to play engineer. I'm supposed to play operations, and I'm supposed to play engineer mostly. And let's do that. Something smells a little bit, let me just check something here. Oh yeah. Hear the sound of... Nope, I don't need that. It's actually still in a pretty normal range. 58 degrees. Ooh, we're attacking from the start. Nice. Engineer, okay. I like my CZ3. At 23, I know. Let's try a different one. Wait, I don't have suppressors for them yet. Oh, okay. You know what? That settles it. Time to get out the P90. We have a P90 to P90.
All squads, advance by sector and secure the AO. Enemy positions are clear for engagement. Let's move.
Okay, actually, let's repair stuff. Because that's our job, repairing and destroying. You know, also a lot of repairing. See, the moment someone repairs, IPs can just, like, become small monsters. And... there we go. Okay.
Sit reps of losses coming in. Watch your backs.
I knew you had my back!
Dun, 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 dun. Let's actually, you know what? I'm almost tempted to go different weapon, and even different class.
Forces, let's stay alert.
But someone has to repair, I guess.
We're attacking objective Alpha.
There we go. Oh, come on. Again, that's bullshit where I'm like, just... Sweet spot is a bad idea.
Enemy sector has been captured. Enemy still present, hunt them down. DL-7 incoming, hold for dispersal. Take out any hostiles remaining. New enemy sector is your target.
Move in and secure.
Be advised, troop strength down to 50%. Be advised, attack support needed on the marked objective.
Then I thought I could just sneak around and maybe... What?
We are targeting Alpha.
Attack on Bravo is underway. Need a medic! I got this! I owe you one! Turn back!
Wait, okay, what kind of range was that? Is it... What is the unholy network lag?
Medic! We have secured Alpha.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Really not going that well this time. I say that, and probably next battalion
We have Bravo under attack.
just like runs through everything. Okay, now.
Our forces have secured Bravo.
We're in the area! Take the objective!
We lost control of objective Alpha.
Enemy down!
Alright, Bravo's been secured.
It's 2 down, alright? Yeah.
Our attack failed this time. It won't happen again. All squads
We really don't have a lot of luck. Like the first one, yeah, defending, but then... Damn. And that's why I just drove on. They needed just something to support this.
Any that remain. Attack next sector and secure the enemy positions. Reinforcements on standby. Keep pushing. We are targeting Alpha. We need attack support on the marked objective.
Enemy tank spotted!
Do-do-do-do-do.
We're losing soldiers. Stay sharp.
Ah, there we go, at least again.
Need attack support on the marked objective.
Our attack on Bravo is underway.
Neutralized.
Down to half strength. Hold it together.
Okay, I don't know how long this would have. I mean, you know what the worst problem is? That, again, you know what, let's talk a bit about game design. You see, the thing is, when you have a multiplayer game and you're like, oh hey, I want to make like, oh, there are some weekly missions you can do, it's just all fun, yada yada yada. Fine. However, weekly missions influence a lot how things are played. Like, here's the thing. None of the stuff they put out for the challengers to play in operation reward you for using smoke. Like, keep in mind, this is a game where smoke was already pretty limited because it's only on the support, and I don't know where to start other than yeah, okay, it's only on the support. It's only with one launcher and the grenade. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. They just don't do more of that. And yet, nothing encourages using smoke in this game. Now, truth be told, now people are like, oh, but what if I had smoke on X? It wouldn't change a lot. The thing is with game design, especially when you look at class design or so, there is a fundamental problem if you think as long as something is in the game, it will be used. No, that's bullshit. You need to actually encourage things being used. And we can by the way see this in a bunch of other games, like for example, in Battlefield 5. Smoke is actually used a lot. And like, you know, oh, but in game X, yeah, small player groups usually work better. So you want to see smoke outside? You should either have more options of getting smoke out, or, crucially, you could just say, oh, everyone can just use smoke. But also then, again, very crucially, how do you encourage actually using them? Because that's actually not an easy question to answer. And I think so many games fail at it because they're just like, well, it's in the game, and, you know, if players don't use it, that's not our problem. And, like, what it kind of is, right? Like, on some level, you know that there is a problem that can be fixed by just maybe changing how things are structured in the game, right? You know what? Let's talk a bit about street design. Oh yeah, we're going infrastructure now, but trust me, I'm making a point here. See, the thing about streets is, especially, you know, let's just talk about the country that has kind of arguably probably the best street design in the world, or, you know, probably one of the most sensible street designs in the world. The Netherlands. Okay, what does the Netherlands have to do with Battlefield class system? See, there's a thing that happened in the Netherlands, I think around the 70s or 80s, and it was basically that people wanted that there were less cars on the road, that cars were driving more, you know, respectfully, and also people could, you know, use the bike more. There was, this was like mainly to, you know, this was going to like literally stop the fact that children were dying from cars. A thing that ironically was also in America in the 50s, but, you know, never got steam there because the car lobby just kind of bulldozed their way through everything, and then hyped up the suburb, and suddenly everyone needed a car. And, you know, there were other things, like, for example, remember stuff like jaywalking or stuff was not a thing. You know, I mean, the South put it in because they just wanted to, like, have cheap labor forces because it comes back to racism. But the thing is, a lot of laws and rules were suddenly changed to accommodate the car. Like, you need to keep in mind, when you lived in a city back in the day, they quite literally had lobbied a shift in mentality from basically the fact that you could just walk over the street because, you know, streets are something where people where people exist. People were just able to walk on streets. Now, crucially, okay, this was then, was the mentality change because it was, well, if you get hit by a car while being on the street, that is a you problem. You didn't look out for the car. This was all just there so, you know, the car was able to, let's just put it how it is, drive. It was all to make, you know, cities more car-friendly. Now, the thing about the Netherlands is that they had actually quite the extensive, rule set, you know, similar to like Germany, etc. Like, oh hey, you can only drive with this and this speed, you can only do this, you can only that. But the truth of the matter is, that did not change a lot. Like, here's the thing. Yeah, you can say, no, you're not allowed to drive, you know, more than 30 kilometers per hour on this street, because, you know, people live there, and maybe even children are going to play, and you're supposed to drive slowly. If it's a relatively long, just straight street, people will drive faster. And here's the thing. A lot of people know that this is illegal. That they know it's wrong. And they still do it, and you know why? Because I am a good driver. This is one of the biggest lies people tell themselves and others. I am a good driver is literally the thought-terminating cliche that people use to not, you know, basically to deny that they're actually doing something wrong. Like, I grew up in a village, literally on a street, first years of my life. I lived in a house on a street that was 30 kilometers per hour. And a bunch of children lived there, by the way. But the thing is, it was one of the, like, it was one of the two long, straight roads. People drove 50 kilometers per hour. People drove 50 kilometers per hour or higher near the school. People just kept doing that because, you know, I'm a good driver, I don't hit children, other people do that. So why should I drive slower? Similar, for example, with German highways. Everyone looks at them and is like, oh hey, yeah, you know, unlimited speeds, and like there could be things for like, you know, oh, speed limits might make it safer, etc. But the thing is, I'm driving safely, so why should I change? Once again, that shit just kills people, because you're not one of the people that drives over a child or rams into someone else until you do. Just keep that in mind. This is why things like that happen. And the thing about the Netherlands is, they looked at that and were like, yeah, we can't just put up a rule, because people will ignore the rule. People will, in fact, drive faster the moment the street allows to do that. So, the Netherlands basically sat down and were like, let's fundamentally redesign how we actually build streets. And if you, for example, nowadays go to Amsterdam or like most Dutch cities, you will find that streets are usually built with a clinker, which is, you know, more durable, but also like you can't really drive that fast on them. But they also achieve that people drive slow by having, for example, speed bumps. They also have, for example, elevated protected bikeways, meaning when a bikeway crosses a street, the bike lane doesn't go down to the street level, the street raises up to the bike level, creating, you know, a speed bump. Meaning basically the street in the Netherlands is designed in a way that makes the cars actually drive slow. Similarly, a lot of people drive bikes in the Netherlands because, guess what? There's actually infrastructure to support that. You can be an idiot and say, well, you can just drive on a street, and you know, if you just behave correctly, then everything will be fine. Which is, by the way, a thing that happened in the USA, and this is why they don't have bike lanes, because probably an auto industry plant, but who knows? Certainly an idiot that is still dead, but his cult followers it's basically a cult. Still spelled bullshit, but different topic. The thing is, the whole, oh, I'm not the problem, is the problem. Like, I cannot overstate how much that is the problem. Because, like, I think about how little the supporters actually encouraged to pick something like smoke. Interestingly, Battlefield 5 had it a lot. And we're coming back to this, because again, the Dutch designed their roads so cars had to actually adhere to the rules. Like, they couldn't, like, they are designed in a way that you can't drive fast. And that is pretty fucking important to keep in mind. That is a huge difference. Now, you could, and this basically comes back to game design. If you just make a class system and throw everything in and say, well, you choose, it's your decision, you're not gonna get far, right? Because, like, yeah, oh hey, there may be some small incentives to pick this gun over the this gun class over the other, but truth be told, everyone, people are already memeing over the fact that everyone is playing the M27 IAR, because obviously they're doing it because it's the best one. Because there is no incentive to doing things. People are not picking smoke because, again, when you're playing support, what are the things you can pick from? Inhibit grenades. Inhibit tank shells for some reason. That is on them. A fucking wall. That is the first thing you get, actually. And just, like, very much at the end, there is smoke. And you still want to have the defibrillator because the defibrillator is just really fucking good. Everyone wants to use that because it's just actually so good. It was in two previous games a fucking baseline equipment. And, like, this is what we're talking about, right? This is what we're talking about. There is no structure to teach and encourage using certain gadgets. Like, in 5, I can say, yeah, on a very basic level, smoke was just the first thing you had as support. Also, you kind of had you don't have that many strong gadgets on the support. So, well, you know, people from the beginning knew, wait, smoke is really good to revive. And also, it is one of the best things I can pick. So people used a fuck ton of smoke. Now, in 2042 and now, smoke is just something of an afterthought. It's there. Why would you use it if, you know, you have more choices? Like, again, so you play support. Okay, let's say you play Bulk. You could quite literally pick the smoke grenade launcher. Here's a problem. Ria Falk has the defibrillator because she's a support. She has a med pistol that is her specialist gadget, so she can just heal really well. And then she can pick an ammo crate.
Alright, we're taking
You see the problem. You see the problem how something is suddenly in there that is just really fucking good.
the marked objective.
And that is just everything summed up. The problem is, if you want to make a class system that works, you cannot, under any circumstances, be someone who keeps saying, well, I use everything, yeah, you. The majority does not. And they will not learn, and they will not change, because the game does not encourage them to do that. This is what I mean with Dutch roads. Because Dutch roads looked at the problem that people drove too fast and simply designed themselves in a way that people could not drive fast. Meanwhile, we look at classes in Battlefield, and people are vehemently against locked weapons, more structured and locked gadgets, etc., 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 because for them it's the highway argument. It's, well, I'm driving responsibly, so why do you want to punish me? And the thing is, this is not about you. If you're playing well, let be. I don't care. No one should care. You shouldn't care, because you're actually doing everything correct. The other 63 idiots in the match don't. And they do not think about it. And this is why games need to be designed in a way that encourages use of mechanics. It is the same thing as Battlefield's classes need to be designed like Dutch streets. They need to know what their goal is and then build around that people actually behave in that way.
Mission unsuccessful. All elements are withdrawing to safe position. Axis ability to block ISR still in operation.
And yeah, it sounds weird, but that's true. Like, I cannot stress enough how much infrastructure and road design is intrinsically in the same vein as game design. Because you need to understand what problems are to find solutions to those problems. And right now, and every time you make something where it's just well, you have the options, or, in terms of infrastructure, it's well, we have rules. You can, people should just behave for the rules. Well, that means shit. That genuinely means jack shit. Because I'm surprised I need to repeat that. But when someone, quite literally, when something is designed in a way that does not encourage behaving like that, people will not behave like that. Right now, the class system of Battlefield, again, you want people to pick better weapon, have better weapon choices to pick from. You should lock weapons in a sensible way, that they have an even spread of, okay, you have some around options, but also generalized options. But also, you need to actually reduce the muzzle velocity. So, engagement distances are not just beam over the map for everyone. And once more, you need to structure your classes so people actually use things the way they are, in a way that is encouraged. Because once more, a good class system is like a Dutch road. It knows what the goal is and is built in a way that people actually behave like that. And this is currently not the case. And when people come and tell me, oh, this game doesn't feel like that, doesn't feel that good. Yeah. Because the structure I'm talking about was in old games. You had the structure in Battlefield 3, you had it in 4, you had it in Hardline. They were there. And they subsequently eroded it. Because there is a mix between freedom and structure that needs to be struck. I will not say 3 was perfect, by far, but I would. Listen, if someone told me, hey, would you remake Battlefield 3? I would definitely rework a few things in the class system because I know they are not that good. But the crucial thing is, there needs to be some changes to how the classes are structured if we want to actually overcome like genuine problems that people have with the game. Because like, breakthrough is too defender focused. Here's the thing, the moment I start using smoke, and I didn't use that right now because, you know, I have shit to unlock, so I'm not doing that. I'm guilty as charged because, well, what do you expect actually here? I just ignore shit. The game is like, hey, you get free shit if you do this. Okay, I will do that. But yeah. The moment you start using smoke, usually a few join in, and it usually starts being better. Things just, it's not encouraged. And the thing is, and this is an interesting thing you need to keep in mind, the moment you encourage something, you also encourage counter stuff, in which you can also design around. Like, that's the thing. Right now, you don't really have gadgets that are about countering a lot. Like, you have one. This Recon one. Like, kind of it. There's gonna be apparently a jammer next season, which is also gonna be cool. But again, at some point we need to just talk about how a lot of this shit is not about countering things. Because there's not even an encouragement to go for stuff like smoke. Which is interesting because we had stuff like the sonar scanner in 2042, but also not enough people use smoke. So like, everyone was like, this is overpowered, and like, yeah, it would be if you used, but like, even then you could use smoke, and then like, okay, anyway. Thing is, they need to overhaul a bit here. This isn't like scrap everything and start new. This is literally just, you need to just rearrange what you have here into a better structure so people actually use the stuff that is in the game. Usually not really big things. I generally say they should still, you know, split ammo and health again, because holy shit, why? Battle Royale, I know, but like the moment the Battle Royale is dead, then we can move on. But yeah. Whenever you see a game where you think, well, this is just not flowing that well, there's something off. You know, be it like hero shooters, etc. Like, why do people not do this? Why do people not do that? I think in hero shooters it's actually to a degree easier, because usually people just pick a role, and the role is usually doing something. It's not as complex as picking stuff. But yeah, you need to like they actually like streamlined into, you can do this, and then people also usually do it. Who knew? So yeah, always think about it. If you see a multiplayer game and you think something is off, even though it should work, Dutch roads. It's always Dutch roads. And if something is just kinda there and kinda functions, it's a strode. You have like an American strode that does the function in a really bad way. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. See you again tomorrow for Romeo is a Dead Man. Hopefully something where I get further in, because I need to free up that space, because Pragmata is soon, and I heard fantastic things. So yeah, see you all then. Goodbye.